It's Brendan here. Today is National Walk for Williams Day. So hashtag Walk for Williams. And my mom and I are going to start walking, and we're going to do some talking about Williams syndrome. So let's walk and talk.
All right. Now, it's been a long and winding road we've walked since the day you were born, right?
Yeah, it's been interesting.
So even though you had, the heart problem when you were 3 days old, and
that was crazy.
And a lot of hernia surgeries before you were
even two.
Yeah.
4 to be exact.
It didn't get put together.
Loud noises.
Thunderstorms, fireworks.
Anything loud I would get really sick.
Yeah, I'd turn pale as a ghost and start trembling. And
yeah.
I remember once having to actually run home from the beach from the fireworks when you were maybe 2.5, carrying you all the way, and you were saying, no, make it stop.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make it stop. So what did we do to try and help you with that aversion to loud sounds?
Bought a drum set.
Exactly.
We bought a drum set.
Yeah.
At age 3 is when I started playing the drums.
Yep.
And I have not looked back since.
No.
31 years later.
Yeah.
Still playing.
You were in 5th grade, I think.
Yep.
In elementary school, regular public school. Regular classes with a little bit of extra help in math and spelling, I think it was.
Yeah, from good people.
Yep. And so anyways, this Brendan's teacher did some research, and she brought a picture of someone with Williams syndrome to the school nurse and said, who does this remind you of?
Me.
And apparently the nurse immediately said, Brendan.
Yep.
And so that was how we became aware. So we didn't investigate right away. I mean, I did some research, and I'm not even sure I told you about it. I don't 6th grade year. We thought maybe it might be time to get the test. That was when we first met Dr. Barbara Pober.
Right.
Because we had the testing done through Yale New Haven Children's Hospital in the genetics clinic there. Yeah, so that's kind of started us on the Williams syndrome journey. And that summer, Brendan's dad and I went out to, I believe it was in Detroit, to the Williams syndrome convention, and we didn't bring you.
No.
Because we didn't know what to expect, really.
Yeah.
But after a day there, I wanted to just fly home and bring you out, even though we were told there was a music camp. So we sent in an application, because at that time, you already were quite musical.
Guitar and drums are my jam these days. And oh my God, let me tell you, that camp changed my life forever. Like, it made me open my eyes to so many things. And I wasn't diagnosed until I was almost 13. So it changed my whole perspective of things. And
how did you feel?
It made me realize that I'm not alone.
There you
I'm
go.
not alone. There's people out in the world just like me. Who don't judge, who love me for me, and who are really down to earth and really cool.
Yeah, and it kind of all became possible because of a certain organization called
the Williams Syndrome Association. Big shout out to the Williams Syndrome Association. Love you guys. Love working for you. Love, being a board of trustee member, Grand Marshal for the walk today, and shout out to Terry. Thank you for this opportunity. Love you. Finding your tribe is super important, especially when when you're young, and you're trying to find your way and figure yourself out, and figure out who you want to be and what you want to do in life. It's so important to find people that truly have the best interest in you and will have your back for a lifetime. What was it like for you finding out that I had Williams syndrome?
Oh, Brendan, that's a very thoughtful question. I was kind of terrified, and because I had done a little bit of reading about it, I was a little bit relieved, like, aha, this explains almost everything.
It clicked.
Yeah, you know, the different surgeries and but mostly I was like, something like this have been missed, and because it was 2000, the year 2000, I think, when
Yeah.
the diagnosis, and basically the pediatrician from this doctor at that time just said, look, you know, I hadn't heard of it, and you know, when you hear hoofbeats, you think horses, not zebras, and Brendan's
Right.
a zebra, was his explanation. So
And-
all I put my effort into was finding out everything that I could about Williams so that I could anticipate any and every challenge you might ever have and fix it before it even happened. People I know and I've never met.
If
So,
there was a cure, I wouldn't want it, honestly. You know,
yeah.
it's Williams syndrome has been a part of my life for 20
Your life.
my life.
Yeah.
Well, officially
Right.
22 years.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want it any other way. So
Yeah, definitely. Always.
always.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Peace and love. Bye.